Hello and welcome to my digital class. My name is Holly Linford, and in this video we are going to use the in-year calendar template, and we are going to create a calendar that you can save to your computer to use as your wallpaper. So I am starting here in a 4x6 project. You could do any size that you want, but I find that this size converts well when I save it as a JPEG and then make it the wallpaper for my laptop. So go ahead and get a project pulled up. I recommend 4x6, and then we are just going to start by doing the background. So here under our resource palette, we're going to start with stamps. So if we click on stamps and go to browse and scroll down until you find your any year calendar, and then go ahead and open those up. And then we're going to scroll down to the bottom until we find our overlay stamps. We're going to use our overlays as the background here. And we are going to grab this one. It's a fun little triangle pattern. I want those triangles to be a little bit larger, so I'm going to expand that a little bit. Oh yeah, I like the look of that. Then under the Design Center, just click on Change Color, and we are going to make these Bermuda Bay. Click OK, and that's what we will do for our background. And we're going to add one more element to this under our Design Center. Let's open our Punch tab and click Add Punch, and we're just going to do a search for the Petite Pennant Punch, which is this guy right here, and apply him to our project. Then click out of that. Okay, so this triangle is where we are going to add our month calendar to. So I need to flip him up on the other way so that he's pointing towards the top, and I want to make him larger. So I'm just going to expand this. I want him to be a little bit fatter too. I want him to be more of a squatty, fat triangle than a tall, skinny one. So just size out your triangle until it looks the way you want. I've got him positioned here on the bottom right of my project because most of the stuff on my desktop and laptop screens are here on the left side. So I want my calendar to show here on the bottom right. So let's just size that. Oh, about there. Looks good to me. And then we're going to go here to color fill. And we are going to fill him with Whisper White and click OK. So now I have my little accent piece where I'm going to insert my calendar. So now to insert my calendar, I just need to close my Punches tab here and go down in the Design Center until I find my Calendars tab and open that up. And then all I need to do is click on the button that says Add Month Calendar. And clicking on that will automatically add a calendar of the current month that you are in. Now you can change that to any month and year that you like just by using these little drop down menus here. I'm going to do this for April, and I'm going to keep the year as 2014, but you could change that to any year that you'd like. And now that my calendar is added, all I need to do is size it to fit here in my triangle. Now with these calendars, you can size them from the corners, so they'll size down proportionately, or you can pull from the tops and bottoms and the sides, so you can really manipulate the size of your calendars here. Make him a little smaller just to fit right where I want him in the calendar there. Okay, so once he fits nicely in your triangle, then you can start to edit the features of the calendar. So I like the size of the calendar, I like the placement, but I want to do some different things with the colors and the font. So in order to do that, all I need to do is click on the button here that says Edit. And this will let me edit the settings of my calendar. So when I pull that up, you can see it'll pop up here. I'm going to start with the Header tab. So click on your Header tab. And right now it's showing me the month and the year, but I don't want that because I'm going to use one of the stamps from the download. So I'm just going to click off both the year and the month and click Apply, and now you can see how that month and the year has disappeared from my calendar. I do like the weekday names across the top here, so I'm going to keep the check mark here in the weekday names box, but I'm going to edit some of the features of those weekday names. So instead of an Arial font, I am going to do a standard Calibri. And the size, I think the size is going to be okay. We can check that once we change the fonts. And then the color, I want these to be Bermuda Bay to match my background. We'll click OK. I could also make these bold or italicized, but I don't want to in this particular case. So let's click Apply and see how that looks, and that looks perfect to me. I like that font a little bit better. I like the size of that. I could change the opacity as well if I want those to be a little bit fainter or bolder, but I am happy with the way that looks. So I'm happy with my headers right now, so let's move on to the next tab. That one is lines. And if I wanted lines in my calendar, this would be where I would edit those lines. I don't want lines in this particular case, so I am not going to worry about this tab. So I'm just going to move right on to our next tab, which is numbers. And this is where I can edit all the features of the numbers in my month calendar here. I can change the placement of those. I could go from, instead of the top left, I could do top right or bottom right, or you can really change where you have those numbers placed. But I like them in the top left, so let's keep them there. Let's go down here and change our font to Calibri again to match our weekday headers. And then let's see how the size of that font looks. We might need to change it, we'll see. And then our color, I am going to go with a basic gray. And we'll click OK, and then let's apply those changes. And if I decide, no, you know what, that font is a little bit small, I can just bump that up to 13 and click Apply really easily. And I like that a little bit better. So I am now happy with the way my calendar looks. So all I need to do is click OK. And that'll pop me right out of that calendar settings. So you can see how easy it was to go in and add a calendar to any of your project and really manipulate and edit the way it looks. So now all I need to do to finish this off is find my stamp that says April. Add that to my project. Let's size that down just a little bit. And change our color. Let's do this one Crisp Cantaloupe. And OK. And there we go. I've got a calendar now. All I need to do is go through and save that as a JPEG and then make it my wallpaper, and will be all set for the month of April. So you can use these same principles to add a month calendar to any project that you're working on.